You hear that? He's a goner. Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessie and you're watching Reliable Roots. And today's video we are processing. We are killing off. It's D-Day for the turkeys. They got to go. They got to go. We are going to be doing that today. I just got back from Walmart, got a bunch of ice, a bunch of plastic, a bunch of big bags, and this is the first time for us, guys. We will be processing either 1, 2, or 4 chickens or turkeys, I'm not sure yet. And if you can already hear that rooster that has been cock-a-doodle-doodling all morning, he's got to go. Got to go. So this is the first time that we have ever done this. Follow us along, and hopefully we don't ruin them all. That's my biggest fear out of this. You hear that? He's a goner. We're gonna get rid of him today. My biggest fear out of all of this is that we're gonna ruin the meat. So this is the first time that we've ever processed anything. Cross our fingers that we do it right, because Thanksgiving is coming up and these things are going to be delicious. Leave me a comment below if you want to hear my story of how I was a vegan for 2 years, a vegetarian for 5 years, and today I'm butchering our own turkeys, or I'm helping to butcher. I'm not doing it all by myself. Come along, people. So I keep forgetting how many chickens we actually have. I want to say it's like 23 or 28 or something like that. But we have 4 turkeys. I bought 3. They gave us 2 extras. One of them did die as a little baby. And these are Royal Palms, I believe. That guy right there is our rooster. He's going to be the first to go because he has been kind of driving us crazy. That one we have affectionately named Tom. He's our big boy. And then over there, the other boy that's in there is Limpy. We call him Limpy because he actually broke his leg when he was a baby, and my husband was able to splint his leg back together. So he was limping around for a good long while, but obviously it didn't really slow him down. I'm going to go get changed into some really icky clothes. I do have a apron that I will be wearing. And we'll see how this goes. Is that we don't have processing cones. We couldn't find the right sizes online, and we decided that they were just too expensive anyway. They're like $30 a cone, and honestly, we've already spent enough on these turkeys with food and with actually buying them as babies and stuff like that. So we're just gonna wing it. And when I say wing it, I mean the plan is that I'm going to hold the rooster. We're gonna start with the rooster. I'm gonna hold the rooster tight against my body to try to get it calmed down, because you don't want any kind of stress in the bird before you kill it, because the cortisol levels will go up and it'll ruin the meat. You don't want to stress out the animal right before it dies. So I'm going to hold it tight. We're going to put it upside down so all the blood rushes to its head, and then my husband's going to take a very, very, very sharp knife and just slit its jugular. The only pain that it will be feeling, so I've been told, is the slice, and that's why we're going to use the sharpest knife available. And after that, it'll just bleed out and it won't feel anything, and it'll be a very humane way of processing. And then after that, we will be doing the whole hot bath, plucking all the feathers out, and ice bath, and then getting all the guts out. So it's gonna be a fun day. I'm excited. Right here is our ice bath. We've got 60 pounds worth of ice in there, and then over there is our cooler that we've got the hot water set at 140 degrees. So right after the bird is dead, that's when we'll dunk in the hot water for just a minute, not enough to cook it, just to get the feathers loose, and then we will be plucking the feathers off by hand, and we'll go from there. So I was hoping to do a fall garden tour before we process the turkeys, but we're doing the turkeys today because they are eating a ton of food, and at this point they're not going to get too much bigger. They're at 21 weeks, and so they're just going to be eating more food. I was hoping to free range and have them eat no grain, but at this point in time that's just not working out. So I think that we're going to have to add on to our fencing to let them free range in a fenced in area, because they've already destroyed the area that we have. So I'm all changed up. I'm in my yucky clothes. I got my apron on, and I'll show you guys what I did. I got my trash can. This is my trash bag for my rubber apron for when the blood spills out. And then I got my rubber boots on.
Hi.
This is the rooster. Isn't he pretty? Look at those feathers. I think he's done. All done. Something to kind of keep track.
We'll just be cock-a-doodle-doo.
All right, then we want to bring him over to the table.
Yeah, has it been a minute yet?
No, well, I mean, after the minute, we want to bring him over to the table.
Yeah.
Lesson learned.
Oh, now he's really starting to get up. I'm sure we've
Right.
enjoyed checking before.
Press him down a little bit.
Okay, that's what a chicken looks like. Rooster's down. And 4 big, ginormous turkeys to go. So it's taken a while per bird because we don't know what we're doing, but hopefully it'll get a little bit easier. It might actually get harder because the turkeys are ginormous. So. So that took a lot longer than expected to process, because we were like watching a YouTube video while cutting into the rooster. It wasn't as bad as I was thinking it was going to be, but it's just you know, it's a creature, and we prayed before we did any of this. That was one of the things that we really wanted to be sure with the homestead, that we are appreciating the sacrifice of the animals. I mean, we raise them for this purpose. We give them a good home and let them free range and stuff like that. But that's kind of the circle of life, is that we don't want to be unappreciative of the sacrifice of life when killing off animals, you know? So, but processing it is a delicate balance, especially if you've never done it before, because you can very easily destroy the meat. So this whole process, like, you know, the chickens are 6 months old. This is 6 months worth of food and work and coops and everything else to get them to this point. And that's kind of our big fear, is that we do something at the very end that would taint the meat and the whole process would be lost in just a waste. So it took us almost 2 hours to kill and process the one rooster. So, and we have 4 turkeys to go. I'm not sure if we're going to get to all 4 of them today. We are definitely going to do one. We learned a lot in the first process with the rooster, and that was kind of the whole point of the rooster. He was our guinea pig, because we did not want a rooster. We did not expect a rooster when we ordered chicks. When we ordered chicks in the springtime, so he was our guinea pig, and we are going to cook him up tonight. We already learned that when we put him in the water, we put him in for a little too long because his skin started to turn a little bit yellow. So we're gonna go ahead and cook him up tonight, because I think that he already started to cook. He's in an ice bath right now. I also learned what not to do when trying to process the gizzard, and what else did we learn? Just how to get the cavity out a little bit easier. Hopefully it'll be easier with the turkey. And this next time we are also going to be hanging the turkey upside down, because the rooster was a small guy, and when those death kicks start happening, they're strong reflexes. I mean, he's not alive at that point. It's just like the natural reflex or whatever, but it's still strong. So the turkey we are actually going to hang from a cord to process this one. So I think that's going to be a wrap on today. We only did 1 turkey. We did a rooster and 1 turkey, so we still have 3 more turkeys to go. I'm not sure if we're gonna get around to them, because this is taking a whole lot longer than we expected, because we want to try to do it right, and we're still researching while we're doing it at the same time. And as you can see, we're kind of already losing daylight hours. The turkey that he's processing right now, we might eat that before Thanksgiving to see how it turned out. It didn't go as smoothly as we were hoping, so that, I mean, it's the give and take of homesteading and of never doing this before. You know, I'm not sure exactly if it could have gone smoother, so we're going to do a little bit more research before we butcher the next 3. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a video about that. Leave me a comment below if you do want to see a video about that. unless I edit and put this video out after I've already done that. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave me a comment below if you want to see more videos about our homestead. And thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye. Okay, and of course, the irony of this just does not escape me at all. The day after we processed our first turkey, we decided to save the other 3 for Sunday this weekend to process, just to give us a little bit more time because it took so long to do yesterday. And sure enough, something came and got our beautiful turkey in broad daylight. Like, I let them out to free range, and at some point something came over and it's gone.
The bridge is broken.
You are a good detective, my dear.
It's not